Well, good morning, church. Welcome to the first Sunday of our home shutdown and not being able to be together like we are accustomed to. And it looks like this will be the norm, the new norm for the next 3 Sundays, counting today through April the 7th at least, and possibly even farther out into the future than that. So that means that the first possible Sunday that we could have together in a normal setting would be Easter Sunday, and I think that would be a tremendous blessing if we could gather together as we normally do on Easter Sunday to celebrate the resurrection of our Savior. But we'll have to wait and see as we get closer to the event, closer to that time period, to see how things have progressed as far as the virus is concerned, and whether they have lifted some of the restrictions or not. We feel like it is important that we support the decisions that have been made, and that we as a congregation, as a church, really support and come underneath the authority of our elected officials. And so that's why we have canceled our services. We want to honor their wishes and stop this virus as quickly as possible. And so that's why we're doing what we're doing. Again, I hope that you will take this opportunity to reach out, really, in ways that are different and new, and that you will think about how would we do this? How would we have church if we did not have a building? What would that look like? What would we do different? And how can we reach our world? And I think this is a good with our with where I'm wanting to go with disciples and discipleship, and beginning to think maybe differently than what we have in the past, as far as church and what's normal, what's new, what's required, what's necessary. Are there things that we can change, that we can adapt to? And I think that what we've experienced over the last several weeks have kind of led us into that thinking. And as when we get to where we can be back together in an official capacity here at the church, I've got some things that I really am interested in and want to try to talk to you about, and see if maybe there's some things that we can do that will help us as far as making our church really a church where unchurched people want to come. And so we'll talk about those as we go along. But in the meantime, would you take advantage of the virtual or the digital church service that we are putting together on our website? It's not what some churches are doing. Some churches have better equipment. They're able to live stream their services, and some of them are recording their praise team. They're recording the message, and it would look just like a complete service, rather than what we're doing, where we're going to click our way through some songs and through a message, through these announcements. But I didn't want to just not do anything. I wanted to be able to give those of you that have the ability to watch online something to keep you connected with the church during this time. And so I hope that you'll take advantage of that. Reach out to others, call and check on some of the shut-ins. I know I've already talked to some even today on the way over here, that are discouraged, and really could use some attention, some phone calls. I know we're kind of limited on what we can do. They don't want us to get together in crowds, and even when we're under 10, we need to be 6 feet apart from each other. But still, and yet, a phone call or a text or something would go a long way. And so I hope that you'll take advantage of that. One other thing, and I hate to do this, but there is the financial needs of the church, and we need to be able to continue to pay the bills. And so again, if you could send, if you're one who contributes to the church, would you send your contribution, continue to send them and mail them to the post office, and we will collect those and make sure those are deposited in the bank so that we can continue to pay our bills. And so other than that, enjoy the service, and spend some time together and pray in prayer, and just really enjoy this time together with your family. And may God bless you and speak to you as you worship today. Thank you.